yeah, if you're, I almost went the
You
R word.
almost well, well,
Let's continue before I go off the rails.
girlfriend mad at boyfriend. That boyfriend dated women half his age.
And she's
So
one of them. Let me guess.
well,
Okay,
so recently I found out my boyfriend had romantic encounters with
mm.
multiple women half his age. I'm really having an emotional reaction to it.
What's his age? Just stop there.
Well, he's 49 now,
Okay, so he
but
was talking about 40.
yeah, 40, I guess. It doesn't really say how old he was
Okay.
back then, but
Make
it
sure
was
so we don't. You're not reading R. Kelly's story right here in front of everyone. I'm just making
no,
sure you don't get us hemmed up.
don't worry. I don't have his diary.
Okay.
In any case, I'm
Just so,
I'm really stop it, stop. Let it go. Um, I'm really having an emotional reaction to it. My boyfriend is 49 and I'm 37.
mm,
The reason why I'm having an emotional reaction to it is mostly because I see these women in my life intermittently. So I guess they live in the same vicinity or something, or maybe it's
mm,
a small community.
mm.
My boyfriend and I have had conversations that I don't agree morally about his decisions.
Okay.
I told him that although it is legal, it was his job to say no to the women who are so young and vulnerable. Let me stress that these women were young in their
Of
no,
age.
they were in their young 20s. So I'm
Okay.
guessing 20, 21, 22,
So
23, maybe
so
24.
so she's the frontal lobe theory type of person.
Well, let me
Continue.
continue. I also want to say, I'm gonna leave this one for later.
Okay.
Uh, uh, I told my boyfriend how I felt, and he just doesn't agree that he did anything wrong because it was all legal. Legal or not,
Consensual. Not only that.
yeah, but legal or not, the woman
Mm,
continues, a man twice a girl's age, should not be intimate, in my opinion.
mm,
Maybe that's just how I feel.
mhm.
That's why I'm here asking others if you think it's acceptable. Please help me deal with my feelings and let me know if I'm just overreacting or if my feelings are justified. So tell me, am I crazy? Thank you, Reddit. So um, I
What's the
said,
part you left out?
okay,
Or are
so
you gonna leave it? Or are you gonna
well,
say that?
well, well, let's just start here first. What do
Uh-huh.
you think about just the whole dating in general? So dating women half your age, legal, of course.
Yo,
Uh,
wait a second. I cannot date women half my age
no,
legally.
no,
Come on, what are
no,
you
but, no, I'm saying so. That's why I'm saying legally. So,
trying to get
uh,
me some kind of case?
no, I'm not asking you. I'm just asking
Okay,
in
okay.
general.
In
What?
general,
So it's more like a age gap
it's an age
thing,
gap.
right? Yeah.
Yes,
Do you
yes.
think that there's like a max where it should be acceptable, or
If everything is consensual, what are we talking about?
okay? This is just the first
Don't
part, KR.
forget,
So
don't forget these days we have a recently basketball player who shot the club up of a grandmother.
two,
Two actually, yeah, two
two.
grandmothers. So people out here, I mean, it's the other way as well these days. I mean,
Yeah. Well,
how many-
there's a stigma, right? So there's definitely a stigma when men do it versus when women do it. And remember, this is just the first part. I just wanted to. Usually, I tell the whole story, but now
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
telling you
you
in two parts.
okay? You're
So
gonna
there's
tell
still a
me.
second
Okay,
part to
so you're
come
trying to
because
set me up, basically.
no, I'm not trying to set you up. But in
No, no,
general,
no, no.
but I just want to, like, let's say, get a baseline reaction.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Do you think that there should be like a
A gap max
well, not
penalty.
a, yeah, especially relating to younger. So let's say a girl or woman in her 20s. like early 2020s, do you think that you should, let's say, more, so there's a moral obligation to not date someone half your age, you being then approximately 40?
At what age? At what age is someone an adult and can make a decision by themselves?
Yeah, well, the law says it's 18 for certain things in the US. So all over the world, it's 18. Or no, a majority of countries is 18. In the US, it's depends, right? So
I'm talking about you can make your own decisions. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not
yeah,
talking
well,
about
yeah,
legal.
but we're talking about legally, right? So legally, you should be able to, because that's the whole point. So the argument here is you have, so it's legal, but it's not something that's legal,
I'm not talking about the legal
not
part.
necessarily moral.
I'm talking about at what age is someone can
I,
make grown-up decisions.
I don't know. I think
At
I don't know.
18,
I don't think there's
19.
like a fixed age. Actually, it depends per person.
Yeah, if you're I almost went the
You
R word.
almost well, well,
Let's continue before I go off the rails.
yeah. So in any case, so that's just the issue, right?
Okay.
So it's a
Okay.
moral issue. It's not like a
Yeah, yeah,
legal issue, right? But okay, now, because of course you've been waiting for the other shoe to drop.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
There are some things that uh one thing I left out that I think is very important, right?
Okay. I
So the whole thing about this, so this story, this is the first part
mm-hmm.
uh of the story. And the part I left out is the following. So she talked about there being like a moral obligation, right?
Mm-hmm.
To that the man had a moral obligation not to do so, etc. Okay. But this is the part I left out. Let me stress. So what I did say was, let me stress that these women were in their young 20s, just as to give the context in which the following sentence was written. Not spoken, okay, or written. So that means she wrote it down, read it, and pressed okay.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to say that I lost my virginity to a man who was twice my age.
It's always this way.
So-
Always this way. It's always the same. It's always the same story. I cannot make this. Where's Kevin? Where's Kevin when you need him? Where's Kevin?
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
It's always. I could have told you before. Something I knew from my gut. I knew that this is the second part. But continue. Or is this everything?
well, there's a let's say the second part, like an update, but this is, so
I
this was
hope.
everything
I
relating to
hope
the,
it was. Okay. I hope she was. Anyway, let's continue.
yeah. Um and then she reacted, because of course people reacted to her
Mhm,
first post, and
mhm.
this is what she said.
Let me
So
choose.
the reactions were, so your boyfriend, who is 12 years older than you, likes younger women? You don't say.
Oh man.
And someone reacted, you could tell it to her face, and she'd look at you and say that she's not talking about herself. Another person, I don't know, I feel like a decade or so difference when you're both basically middle age isn't that bad compared to a middle aged person and a very young adult. So they're saying the age gap isn't a problem as long as it's, but that's like starting at a certain age. So double or triple is okay. Well, triple, nah, I can't see triple. Double is
That's what
okay.
happens.
Yeah, it does. Al
I can
Pacino,
tell
but
you which one. No. Al Pacino Al Pacino is not 90. Al Pacino is 80. But it's close.
yeah.
What's the name
Well,
again?
the
With the
girlfriend's
with
name,
the with the big melons.
the breastesses.
Anna
Um,
Nicole Smith.
yeah. What about her?
She married
Oh, yeah.
she married a very old guy.
Yeah.
I'm that old. I'm that old as well, so I can remember.
Another person reacted. I'm just gonna go through some reactions and then to her update, right?
Mhm,
Because she made an update based on the reactions. If he
mhm,
doesn't fit your moral views, then you shouldn't be with him. It could be this topic or any other topic that you feel
mhm.
strongly about. A lot of people agree with that as well. another person, he's 12 years older, so he clearly likes younger women, and so on. So, but a lot of people were saying like, "Hey, he's 12 years older than you." That seemed to be the that seems to be the thing, right? And
Yeah.
then her update was, "Wow, I did not expect this post to blow up as it did. Yes, I knew there was an age gap, but me being almost 40 and him 12 years older, I did not see an issue as we're both older adults." Note, what she did was she's 37.
Mhm.
In order to make it make sense, she added 3 more years to say she's almost 40. So then 40 and 52 is less. Well, I guess that's a lawyer in me that sees this flaw. My boyfriend, who was engaging with very young 20-year-olds before we were together, is an issue for me. Plus, 20 years when a woman is in young 20s is disgusting to me. When I lost my, oh,
V card.
yeah, that in her case, it was different because in her case, she was a minor. So that's a,
You see what I said? I
yeah,
hope it was. I didn't want to say the word, but I
yeah,
hope
yeah.
it was. Jesus Christ.
The older man being a very with very much younger women would be a huge deal. So she does have like this
But
background that she's talking,
it's
background
not,
experience.
that's not her problem wasn't the fact she is actually mirroring, projecting her life on these other women, and she's trying to put him into parallel to whatever happened to her before in her life.
Yeah.
That's what's happening here.